Hi, I'm Lynn. I work at the Cumberland Library, and I've been doing some cooking videos for the library while we're unable to do in-person programming. And I've done a few cooking videos that are up on YouTube right now. So if you check out Cumberland Public Library's YouTube channel and subscribe, you can see lots of cooking videos there and also some other things that we do as well. Certainly do plenty of stuff for teens and kids and adults and lots of good things going on all the time. Also, subscribe to our Cumberland Public Library Facebook page too, so you can check out what's coming up. So today I'm going to be making something a little bit sweet, some sweet treats. The holidays are coming and we are looking for gift ideas and things to make to bring to people's houses, if we can do that, hopefully by Christmas. And just some little things that people that you're not sure what to get them, maybe you like to give a little something to the teacher or the mailman or the bus driver, whoever, something little. And homemade gifts are always a great gift idea because it's something you made from the heart, and it's a little treat. It's not something that they have to think about, I mean, teachers get probably thousands of coffee mugs and ornaments and all kinds of things, so something that they can eat and be done with and enjoy. So I'm going to make red velvet cake truffles, which can also be red velvet cake pops, but I'm making them into truffles today. So I have started with a red velvet cake. So obviously I need a red velvet cake, and I cheated. I made it from a box, which, full disclosure, doesn't really taste like a homemade red velvet cake. It kind of tastes like a chocolate cake that they dyed red, but you get the gist, and it looks pretty because it's red. So you can make a homemade red velvet cake if you're a red velvet cake snob, which I kind of am, but for purposes of this video, I just made a box cake. So there it is. I made it ahead, so you can do that a little bit ahead, save yourself some time. What I'm going to do is and I'm sorry, I don't know how this is going to come out, but the lighting in here, I don't know, I struggle with that every time I make a video. It's like so bright in here even though it's a cloudy day. It's very strange. Anyway, I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to kind of break this cake up, kind of massacre it a little bit, and just, you can actually do this with your hands. I'm going to do this, get it into a bowl. It's pretty easy and quick. It makes a nice gift. Makes a nice treat for the holidays too, to have at your house. Break it all up. A little messy. Get it into a bowl. Try not to get it everywhere. Just kind of bust it up there. I cut the edges off. They can be a little bit, the edges sometimes get crispy and sometimes it doesn't mix as well. Excuse me. Full disclosure, I ate them. So do whatever you want with them. Get that all in. This makes a lot. So, do what you want with that. Make as many as you want. You can probably get quite a few gifts out of just this one batch. So break it up till it doesn't have to be like crumbs, but crumbly. We're going to mix it again when we mix the frosting in with it. Okay, that's pretty good. Just kind of crumbly. Okay, I'm going to put it aside, and now we've got to bind it together with something. So I have seen different people do different things with this. You could just take a can of frosting and just mix that in there. Any kind of frosting you want. Cream cheese frosting, because cream cheese frosting tends to go with red velvet cake. But I'm going to make just a little, I actually saw somebody put just cream cheese in there, and I was like, I don't know about that. Of course I'm not going to be able to get this open, so grab the scissors right here. Struggle is real sometimes. So it's just a package of cream cheese, and you want to soften it ahead so that it's easy to mix. Get that over there. All right, I'm going to add some powdered sugar, and I'm going to put just a quarter of a cup, because when the cake is sweet and what you're going to put on top is going to be sweet, so we don't make it too crazy sweet, inedible. I'm just going to use a quarter cup of powdered sugar. So I'm just going to mix that up. And if the cream cheese is soft, it should be pretty easy to mix and take no time at all, hopefully. can use a mixer if you want, but you know, why dirty the beaters just for something so quick like this? We want quick and easy. We've got lots to do with the holidays. The holidays are going to be different this year, but hopefully things will get better soon and get back to our families and get back to normal. So I'm just going to throw that in there. Seems a little odd. And we're going to mix it up. And this takes a little bit of elbow grease, if you will, because, you know, it just ends up in a ball and kind of have to work it in, work it all around. Doesn't have to be perfect. And try not to eat it as you go. I'm a bit of a cakeaholic, so, you know, say the word cake to me. I don't care what form it is. I'm there. I'm right there. So's the cat. He's right there. He likes to get in on these videos. I don't know, I swear. He must be like, who is she talking to? There's no one here. So I don't know. I mean, he's heard me talk to myself before, so it shouldn't be anything all that new. All right, we're getting there. My arm's getting tired. Pretty good, pretty good. All right. All right, I think that's good. You know, when you're not seeing any big clumps anymore of cream cheese, you should be able to, you should be good. All right, so at this point, let me make a little space here. At this point, you want to melt your chocolate. So I'm going to go, I got a double boiler set up over there. I'm going to go melt my chocolate. I'm using white chocolate. You can use milk chocolate, you can use dark chocolate, whatever. I didn't do it ahead because if you leave it sitting while you're doing this, it's just going to harden back up again. So I'm going to pause you for 1 second, and then I'm going to go get this melted real quick, and I'm going to show you how to finish these up. I'm going to lean over, pause. Hello again, I am back, and let me back away here, so for some reason it's awfully fuzzy. What I did while we were apart was I started to make the truffles, so all I did was roll them up like you would a meatball, and actually makes a lot, so I made some that we can work with, and we can work on the others later because it's a little time consuming. But you want to, I use my hands. It's, you know, you can use a little ice cream scoop if you have a small one, but I just used my hands and I rolled it kind of like a meatball, like you would, and kind of compact it as much as you can. And this is a step you really don't want to skip, is put them in the refrigerator for maybe an hour or the freezer for like a half hour, because you will notice if you don't do that, you're going to get all crumbs in your chocolate and it'll just be a mess. So, and that may happen a little bit here because I really didn't freeze them all that long, but we're going to work with it and I'm just going to show you how to do it. So again, I melted some chocolate. I'm using white chocolate. I melted it. This is, you know, you don't need a fancy double boiler. It's a pan with some water, and I just melted the chocolate. And I think you can melt it in the microwave too. You know, just a little minute at a time, stir it, keep it going. I kept the chocolates nice and liquidy. I put a little tiny bit of oil in here to loosen it up a little bit. If it's too thick, it's a little bit hard to maneuver. But, so I'm going to grab one of these guys. And again, I didn't freeze it as long as I should, so we might get a little bit of crumbs, but I've done a couple. And I put some little sprinkles on them to make them festive. So I'm just going to drop it in. Just kind of be gentle with it. And toss it around. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just kind of tossing that over it. And then you want to pick it up with a fork because you want to let the chocolate kind of drop through and kind of shake it off a little bit. And then just drop it onto your parchment. And you can obviously decorate it any way you want. I've seen people decorate it with the crumbs from the cake, but you got, you know, all kinds of cute sprinkles. You got some red sprinkles here. I have red and blue. I don't have green, but, you know, just jimmies, sprinkles, whatever you call them. And I have these little cute holly candies, whatever they stick. So you want to, when you are going to decorate them, you want to put that on while the chocolate is still soft. And then you're going to want to pop them back in the fridge, let that set up because that will kind of harden and they'll be easier to handle and easier to gift. So I'll do a couple more just to see. They're going pretty good. Again, don't skip that step because they're very crumbly when you first make them and they just will make a mess in the bowl. Again, just drop it in, roll it around gently. And like I said before, you can do white chocolate or milk chocolate or dark chocolate, whatever you like. You can also do the white chocolate and then kind of drizzle some dark chocolate over that and you can get real fancy if you want. It's all kinds of possibilities. And you don't have to use red velvet cake either. You can use regular cake, or any kind of cake. Lemon cake, you know what people like. It's pretty easy if if you take the steps and make sure that you do each thing. Probably the most important thing is freezing these or getting these nice and cold, and also decorating them while the chocolate is melty. So that's pretty much it. And then you can make a gift out of it. This really, I mean, I've got a dozen here, and I've got a ton more of this here. So it would take you a little bit of time. You can get the kids involved, get them rolling the balls up. You want to roll them kind of tight, so make sure the kiddos are helping out and show them what to do ahead of time. And they can help with the decorating too. That's lots of fun. I get these little candy papers. I get these at the craft store, and you can put that in there when they're all done, make it look fancy, put it on a nice little plate with some cellophane, wrap it up, or a little box. You can get all kinds of cute boxes at the dollar store, and you've got yourself a nice homemade gift for a family member or the teacher or whoever, or yourself. Quite frankly, I ate some of that while we were waiting, so nobody's perfect. It's a lot of fun, and it's something you can do with the kids or do by yourself. It's pretty relaxing. Lots of fun and a nice gift. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be making some more gifty kind of things. I've got some peppermint bowls I'm going to be making and some homemade marshmallows. The homemade marshmallows I made last year were to die for, and they were so much fun to make. So I'll be back with that, some more videos in a couple of weeks, so watch for that. Check out our Facebook page, check out our YouTube channel, and have lots of fun with it. Merry Christmas!